What's up, everybody? Checking out some stuff. We're doing some editing today. Editing, that's about as exciting as it can get. So if you enjoy editing, or you just like hanging out, Jake Sloan, it definitely looks like you were the first one here. Definitely looks like you're the first one here. So what we're going to try to do, we've been doing this on Twitch. We've been doing this on Twitch for like a week now, but we're going to try doing this here. I'm doing an experiment with myself. We're going to see how this actually goes if we do a, if we don't move all the streams over to Twitch, maybe it's worth doing it on YouTube. So we're going to find out. We're going to find out. This is a little bit of an experiment. So if you haven't been keeping up with the channel, I've been doing a almost daily stream on Twitch, where I've either been doing the new, event. I've either been Insta360. I've either been streaming like gaming after the weekly video comes out, or after the video comes out for the day. We'll be doing some gaming and just hanging out, or like right now, I've been doing a lot of my editing. So we're just gonna see if this is worth doing on YouTube, or if I'm gonna fully move it over to Twitch. So my theory, I'm not sure if this is true or not. My theory is that doing stuff like this, just off the cuff, like random stuff on YouTube, can actually hurt. But if I'm wrong, you know, I'm willing to say I'm wrong. What's up, everybody? Sharva, Northern, Jeremiah, Sharva again, Shay Clark, Santimonious, Juan Felipe, Jeremy McIntosh, Crazy Boo Boo, Northern Outdoors, and Get Out the House, Go Fish. What's up, everybody? You can tag along today, and we're gonna do some editing because we got a video that's coming out tomorrow about the Insta360 and you can kind of like see all about it right here, which is exciting. If you have yet to watch me edit. What is this thing? What is that? I don't know what that is. That's a weird looking picture, but let's get it going. We already did the boring stuff. Already, so you don't have to worry about that. Waiting for leaves to grow on trees to make a video. Yeah, sometimes, weatherman. I'm not a weatherman. I'm a man making YouTube videos. Hold on, let us. Yeah, I got editing to do here too. I just totally messed that up, by the way. Okay, so we got to do the talking head first, which is exciting. If anybody has any questions about how to do this stuff, feel free to ask, and I will assist as much as possible. Sanctimonious, the editing program cost. This is Final Cut Pro. I believe it costs $299, like $299. I think that's how much it costs. I still have my like my college email address from 15 years ago, 2018, 11 years ago. I still have my college email address from 11 years ago, so I was able to get the student discount for a lot less. That's the reason I was able to afford it. It's Juan. How's it going? It's going great, man. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. Jeremiah McIntosh, I was editing my next one, and the notification popped up in the middle for the live stream. I know I was doing the same thing, and it popped up, and it was like, hey, you should go live. And I was like, oh, I guess I said I'm going to go live, so let's do it. Let's do some editing. I prefer the ones with the video games myself because they're way more fun. This isn't bad, but like I said, this is an experiment. This is just a video that's going to go away. This will not be on the channel. So if you're watching it, you're the only people that are going to watch this because as soon as we're done, it goes goodbye. What's up, Police Kid? Okay, let's get it started.
Do you even need an action camera and gimbal combination anymore?
I don't know, Everyday Dad. Do we?
One camera give you all
Man, what a sweet move. Okay, so that's some nice looking shots right there.
Do you even need an action camera?
I don't think we do.
And can one camera give you all sorts of
Get it? One? The Insta360
give you all sorts of.
Yeah, I said it wrong the first couple of times.
Now,
okay, hold on.
What's up,
Nope. Nope.
Do you even need an action camera gimbal combination anymore?
All right, Bessel, have a good one.
Do you even need an action camera gimbal combination anymore? And can one
Get it?
give you all sorts
I'm not a very clever person, but I do think that's a pretty clever intro. Does it Sean Page, does it ever weird you out watching yourself and videos and your editing? Not really. Once you, I mean, I've been doing this for over a year now, so you just get used to like looking at yourself, which is, it sounds crazy. I know, right? It is like, man, how narcissistic do you have to be to like stare at yourself all the time? But when you start making like a video every, like all the time, it gets really easy to just, you know, stare at yourself. But then you get really frustrated when you're staring at yourself sometimes, like right now. So if you look, so I've got the Windows box is the streaming box. That's all that it does is stream. The Mac is what I'm editing on right now, and the reason we're on the crappy webcam is I need my my capture card, which is what lets me, it's what's letting me stream the Mac to this, and normally I have my, you know, my camera when we do the Saturday show. That's where that goes. So it's frustrating. But then you see stuff like, look at how terrible I look right now. All the good stuff. The good me is on the editing. The bad me is this crappy webcam. What's up, Jeff Baker? Yeah, editing. This is an experiment. This is an experiment I'm doing because I have been doing all this on Twitch. So if you guys want to do more live streams, hang out with me more, there's a link to my Twitch page in the description where we go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, playing some video games and just having some fun. And eventually, I may just move the entirety of my live stream into Twitch. I'm making moves to do that now. Like every live stream will be on Twitch, even the Saturday live stream. But eventually it will get recorded and then re-uploaded to YouTube. I like a lot of what Twitch, I like the Twitch platform for live streaming better, but this, like I said, this is an experiment just to see if it works. Just to see if it works. Scooter Boy, shout out. Rick Miller, editing's never over anybody's head. Like I started this not even knowing what editing was, so we can all get here someday. This isn't that bad. Do you even need an action camera? One. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna crop in on that. One, because I'm pretty proud of that little like wink nod. That little wink nod. And can one wink. Wink. Because it's called the one, get it? Because it's called the one, right? Right? Ha 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 ha. I think it's funny. So that's a nod to you guys. And can one.
Give you all sorts of multicam abilities.
Can it?
Give you all sorts of
Hold on, where did we screw it?
multicam abilities.
Where did we screw that up?
Give you all sorts of multicam abilities. The Insta361.
No, so we're gonna cut that and then we're gonna come. Okay, I like it when it's a little closer, because it like punches me out from the back.
The
Insta361. Let's find out. Jeremiah McIntosh, I edit everything on my iPad with LumaFusion. I gotta try that out sometime. I don't have an iPad, but I've been thinking about getting one to do like teleprompter stuff, just so I don't have to like look away. I've been thinking about getting one, and yeah, I've been thinking about getting an iPad just so I could do that. But then I think I've heard of Luma Studios before. You gotta let me know how that is. Jeff Baker, let's talk 360 camera. I got it right here. If you got any questions about it, it might be answered in the video. Yeah, all over Clover. This is probably going to take a whole lot longer than it normally would.
What's up, everyone?
But I like hanging out with you guys, and my favorite part of this whole social media thing is the live streaming. And like I said, I've live streamed just about every day for the last 2 weeks. This is just the first time I'm doing it over on YouTube instead of Twitch. Because I like doing it. Nope, that's the bad take. We can delete this one because that's the bad take. It is Scooter Boy. It is currently 8 p.m. It's about as exciting as, look at that. That's a smooth shot right there, and I didn't even realize that I had the light in the right place for that. Even better. Even better, but we got to crop it in just a little bit because the light's starting to show up. Ooh, bad crop. Bad crop. Okay, fix the crop. Fixed the crop. Hold on, what did that say?
Multicam abilities. Camera, give you all.
Whoop, nope. There we go. I was gonna say that sounds weird.
Insta361.
Let's find out. I need to do more sound effects and make them up myself. Transition zoom. Let's go over here. Drift right. Let's make it... no, let's drift up because the camera is going up. The camera's going up. Sean Page, Ted, no spoiler alerts, but per our conversation earlier, despite my and patience to wait till Wednesday, what are my impressions so far? Well, I mean, if you watch the whole stream, you'll get some spoilers, but I mean, I really, I don't know. I'm currently kind of torn. And I'm not being that to just be catty like, hey, you know, watch the video, ha 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 ha. I'm pretty torn on it. I don't think it's bad. I think it's actually exactly what I wanted out of the GoPro Fusion. But there's just some things about it I don't really like too much. Okay, so let's find out. Zoom up. You only got a few seconds to hold people's attention when you're doing this part, so everybody can kind of tell by this point that it's the 361. 2 seconds is still a little too much, so we'll go to here and woo. Okay. Bill Utah just sent me a tweet. So we'll go to there, and then we will speed up right to about there. We'll do another at 1 second's too much. Just enough to be like, oh, wow, that is the Insta361. That's amazing. So we'll speed this up fast 4 times. I totally just ignored you, Sean Page. No, it's not bad. I like the functionality of it, but the image quality, normally I don't harp too much on the image quality, but the image quality on this one's kind of rough because it will only, if you don't have it, so you have to have it plugged in. So here's the Insta360, right? And it plugs into the iPhone. It has an Android adapter, but it's basically an iPhone camera. But if you have it by itself, which is what I had it with, I don't know, it decided that it only does like 720p when it's by itself, and that's pretty rough. Especially for a $300 camera. But that's too slow. We want it to be like snappy, fast, 20 times, but then it might be too like.
What's up, everyone?
Yeah, okay, we're gonna need to extend. Okay, so let's keep you. You're slow 50%. We need a little more than that if we're gonna just like 20 times, because you gotta let people's brain understand what's going on.
What's up, everyone?
I don't like that in the slightest. In the slightest. Let's check out. Maybe we'll just cut it to some music. We don't need Christmas music. Where's a good one? We could do like some seriously epic music. Maybe. Nope. 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 Oh, we need something better. That's frustrating. But I'm really excited. I got a new camera coming. I've got the Sony A7 III. Hopefully it'll ship on a release date because I kind of waited a bit. But I'm I'm super excited to try out my first ever full frame camera. No. Why are all of these terrible? Good, Sean Page. Wow, good to know. I want to mount to the Inspire and use my VR goggles to watch the video later and for posting on YouTube. Okay, we're gonna use this one. Yeah, it might be good for that. I don't have any VR goggles, but it might be good for that.
Camera give you all sorts of
It absolutely, Nico, it is the worst. Okay, I like that. So we'll cut there. So
Let's find out.
bump. So we'll cut. Music is the worst part. It's the worst part.
Let's find out.
Ooh, that needs to be a bigger cut. So it needs to be. You want it to be like. Bum, 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 bum. You know what? We should actually like zoom in while we do that too. So crop even more so. So like crop right on its face. Ooh, I like that. I like that. So we'll jump again. But I also kind of wanted to like cut, so we'll see if we can get the music to go right. Marshall Brandon, how do you find good music on Epidemic? I have it, but I have trouble finding music that sounds good. I spend more time than I'd care to admit, like, browsing Epidemic's, like, sound. Like, seriously, I will spend so much time just trying to find music that I like. It's kind of frustrating. Because it's like, a lot of it's just garbage. It's like garbage music, and they're like, oh, it's perfect for YouTube creators. And then you try it, and it's awful. And you just spend a whole lot of time doing it. I think it's better than the YouTube Studio, what you get with the YouTube Studio, but that doesn't mean it's the best, or that it's that good. Okay, can we take this over here? So, it's a little rough. Larry Dahmer, what is the absolute easiest editor for a newbie? I don't care if it has any features. I just want to put some how I did it videos out there. I would just say whatever's free that you can find. Like, I started off using a Windows Movie Maker on my ancient Windows computer, like my ancient PC when I first started the channel. Then when I went to the Mac, I used iMovie, which was free. This is the first editing software I've ever paid for, and I like it a lot. So that I'd use the free stuff first. Or if you have an iPhone, there's iMovie on it. I edited a few episodes on the iMovie app. There's all sorts of stuff out there. I tried Cyberlink Director once, but I didn't like it that much. I'm thinking about switching to Adobe, because I'm thinking about switching back to I'm thinking about switching full on to Windows for editing, because hold on, I cannot think and do this also at the same time. I'm thinking about switching to Windows straight up for editing, because I've got a, this my Windows machine is now the streaming machine. And I'd also like to make it be the editing machine, because you can get a Windows computer for 1/4 of the cost of a MacBook. Because the MacBook I wanted is like $2,500. Ain't nobody got $2,500 for a MacBook, even if I did spend about that much on a camera. So I guess I could have gotten the computer. But then I got a new laptop for about like $800, and it has all the specs I wanted. And so I'm thinking about moving to, like Jeff Baker said, I'm probably going to end up using Premiere Pro, even though I don't really want to use it, because I tried using it once and I hated it. But I think I'm going to try it again, and just see how that goes.
Let's find out.
Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so there we go. So we got like, we need to move this in just a little bit. And then we'll just speed this off into nothing. So speed 8. Even though we're now screwing everything up. That's the problem with editing to music, is this. I want this to be, somebody just subscribed to the channel. Thank you, whoever just subscribed. I appreciate it. I wish I could see it, except that I'm like all in on this edit right now, because everything else is mainly like trying to edit the ums and uhs out, but trying to get the music right is, especially in the most important part of this video, is the first what, 10 seconds here.
Let's find out.
Bum, 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 bum. Brum, bum, bum. There we go. So we'll just like do like that, and then bring you out, and then drop you down. Okay, let's try that again.
What's up, everyone? I'm here today.
Bring you up just a little bit so we can actually hear you.
What's up, everyone? I'm here today. If I can figure it out,
You can figure it out. Okay, I like that. That'll have to do. So where are our settings? Push in right there.
and if I can figure it out, you can figure it out.
Oh.
Now, full disclosure up front is.
You got me. You totally got me to look, Jeff. Jeff Baker. Way to go. Congratulations to you, Jeff Baker. I'm muting my phone now, Jeff. You can figure it out. So let's drop it a little bit there too. Sean Page, Windows Movie Maker unfortunately won't allow you to pass 1080p. Yeah, I've kind of, until I move full on to Windows, I'm kind of not doing 4K anymore. So 1080p is not a terrible thing to do. Jeff Baker, put an SSD in the Windows machine. It does have an SSD in it. So I have an SSD. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the shot. But I have an SSD that's plugged into my MacBook, and I actually do all my editing off of that because the hard drive on this thing is like 128 gigabytes, like less than what's on my camera with the SD card in it. So
You can figure it out. Now, full disclosure up front.
why? Okay, hold on. We're gonna take this one out.
Figured out. Now, full disclosure up front. Insta360.
Marshall Brandon, instead of cutting the audio fast, you can hold down Option and click the volume bar. This creates key points that you can move up and down. Hey, I'll have to give that a shot. I normally, I know there's a lot more with keyframes that I could be doing. I should be doing to be a more efficient editor, which is probably why my stuff takes so long. But every time I use keyframes, it gets messed up, and I get like scared off of it.
Now, full disclosure up front, Insta360 sent me their one 360-degree action camera to do some testing on it today. So they're not paying me to say anything about it, so if I don't like anything, I'll let you know. They just sent me the camera.
There we go. Full disclosure up front. Always got it. The FCC requires you, if you're a YouTuber, you tell people about products, you are required to disclose whether you got it for free or not.
So, full disclosure.
We already said full disclosure. Did I say it that much the next time? Let's see what they got the second time.
Insta360 sent me their one 360-degree action camera for me to check it out. They're not paying me for this video.
Nope.
They just want me to give my opinions on it as an action camera because they think it has...
Okay, I like this one better. So we'll cut you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Bring you back over. This is how videos take like... This is how videos that you spend like hours filming. I didn't spend hours filming this, but hours filming get edited down to like 5 minutes because you take all these big chunks out.
Full disclosure, Insta360 figured out, you can figure it out. So, full disclosure, Insta360
I was also off a little bit from my center on this, which makes me upset.
check it out. They're not paying me for this video. They just want me to...
We're gonna crop the rest. So crop. I'm not a perfectionist, but that's driving me crazy. Now it's got to crop the whole. Oh, trim, not trim. I clearly clicked on crop, computer. That's better. That's better.
So, full disclosure, Insta360 sent me their one 360 sent me their
one. So let's zoom in on that. You want to do a lot of, I mean, maybe when you're an actual filmmaker, you don't want to do so many cuts, but for YouTube, you want to cut a lot. Because the more you cut, the more, like, the human brain has to be like, okay, here's some new stuff. It makes it more, like, interesting to, keeps people more more, like, their brain's more engaged. And if somebody's brain unengages, especially if they're watching on mobile, they'll be gone. Gone, son. They won't watch your video. So lots of cuts. Fast, 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 fast. Jeremy McIntosh, LumaFusion lets you do 4K and H.265. Awesome. Is that on the iPad? Lets you do all that? That's impressive. What about HEVC? Does it let you do HEVC? I still need to find out. Maybe there's been an update by now that'll let. Does anybody know? Does Final Cut let you do HEVC? HVEC, whichever one, the GoPro one. The one that's supposed to be very efficient, but it doesn't work on a lot of stuff.
Now, normally we'd go through all the pillars of action. Now, normally.
Jeff, you're killing me, man. I did mute it, but then the flash got me. Okay, I'm moving it out of the way. You've got me twice now. Fool me once, shame on me. It's not even. It's my iPhone. This doesn't even have my like. My Samsung's the one that I'm using as like the daily driver now, and you got me, Jeff. Not again. Not the phone's gone. The phone's gone. You've ruined it for everybody, Jeff.
Pillars of action. Now, normally for find that out today.
Okay, we can delete that.
Well, we're gonna find that out today. Now, normally for an action camera, we'd unbox it, we'd go through the pillars of action. We'll still discuss. We go through the pillars of action. We'll still.
See, all this like the everyday dad's doing, that's why I need a teleprompter. I think I'm going to get a teleprompter so I can just hook it up and just see what I'm talking about instead of
and we'll still discuss the pillars of action here in a little bit. Now, normally for an action camera, we'd unbox it, we'd go through the pillars of action, and we'll still discuss the pillars of action.
We got to discuss the pillars of action.
But since this is such a weird...
It is different. I haven't done a 360 camera since the GoPro Fusion. I hated the GoPro Fusion. I guess it's better now, but I hated it. I hated it mainly because it promised all this stuff, but then it shipped without being able to do it. I guess it can do it now, but it's like, why would you ship it then without being able to do all the stuff you promised me?
We'll still discuss the pillars of action here in a little bit, but since this is such a departure from my normal action cameras, we're going to do this video a little bit differently.
A little bit differently. We'll see how much different, because it's 8:30 right now. We'll do this stream until 10 o'clock, and whatever is edited at 10 o'clock is edited, and I'll have to finish the rest tomorrow at some point, even though I've got a meeting with the big cheese tomorrow at some point.
And if
you like 360 cameras, you probably shouldn't watch this video, because I don't. Because I don't like 360 cameras really that much. It's not going to cover 360-degree camera stuff. Tiny planets, blah. Any kind of weird stuff. I even call it weird stuff on it now. Oh, that's a good one, Ted. I don't know why. It's like I started off with this video and I was like, man, my lighting, my white balance is on point. But then the farther the video goes, I'm like, why is my white? Why is the color so like, ugh? It's all white balance and everything. After the what was the last video that I didn't have? What was the last video that I did not have the white balance correct for? It was just it was a week ago or something, and it's like, whoa, because I mess around with my white balance a lot, because I like doing that, all that blue stuff, all those blue like shots are when the white balance is set to incandescent, and I like that. But then if you forget to set it back when you come to your talking head stuff, you look like you're a vampire. Jeff Baker, we do not yet. So the place we thought we were going is not exactly where we're going yet, because that's how life is. So hopefully soon. Arson Production, I am absolutely into mountain biking. I love mountain biking. It's one of my favorite, like, just my me times where I'm like out in the woods, just by myself, just like riding my bike. It's awesome. Jeremiah McIntosh works good with the Hero 5, if that helps. Yeah, I don't think the Hero 5 does. The Hero 5 do HEVC? I thought that was just the Hero 6 with the 1080p 240 frames per second and the 4K 60 frames per second. I need to see if I can actually get those to work yet. Socrates CZ, John Olson and Benny made pretty sick shots with the Fusion. Yeah, no, if you have the right hardware, if you had the right hardware like Adobe Premiere and you could keyframe it perfectly, you can get some amazing shots with the Fusion. I don't have that hardware though, so I was not able to. I was looking for it. I was looking forward to do that overcapture stuff, but overcapture had not released. I bought it I ordered it as soon as it was available, and it didn't come with any of the stuff they promised, so I didn't end up like keeping it at all. Jeff Baker, yeah, I mean, that's fine. You don't have to harass me here. You could just hang out and not harass me on Twitter until 10. Kevin Nichols, Ted, you edit way quicker than I do. Well, I'm too busy jaw-jacking, but that's fine. This makes it, me talking to you guys makes it much more enjoyable for me, because I normally hate editing. But again, this, if you enjoy or you like just hanging out more, we'll do this a lot, actually. But if you want to follow me on Twitch, you can see it down in the description below, twitch.tv/TEDTech. That's a place where we do a lot of live streaming, and because I just love live streaming is my favorite part of this whole social media thing. The more I do it, the more I want to do it, and it's been kind of like getting in the way of the video, because like right now I want to live stream and talk to you guys, but I got to make this video, so I'm trying to find a good balance of live streaming and videos. Can it replace my gimbal action camera combination? And is this actually? I don't know. Ted, is it?
Can you take this out mountain bike riding? Can you take this out and that normally you would use a GoPro, Sony action.
I said all of them. I brought all the things
Sony
out.
action camera. Can this replace all of those?
Can it? I don't know. You guys will have to stay tuned to find out if it can. It probably can't. Northern Minnesota, editing sucks. I'm going to outsource ASAP. I have seriously been considering hiring an editor. That's something I'm really, really thinking about. But now that I just bought the A7 III, a lot of my plans for the channel are now on the back burner. So I balance out, I try to balance out the, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, so my personal finances and the YouTube channel finances are two totally separate things. The YouTube channel has never been in the black yet. It has yet to actually like turn a profit, but we were getting really close. And then I bought the A7 III and we went way back into the red. So if I keep the A7 III, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it yet or not. If I keep the A7 III, then I'll have to wait on hiring an editor. But hiring an editor is something I would love to do so I can like do more live streaming and less cutting out ums and uhs and uhs. Sean Ide Studios, do you use the auto white balance function in Final Cut Pro X? No, I like, I'm sure I could. I haven't been. I generally try to get I've got a gray card and I white balance the camera before I start filming most times, unless I forget. So I try to get everything out of camera. I don't like to mess with it post because I'm a terrible colorist. Sean Page, Ted, I know you and some other people have expressed concern about you transitioning to Twitch instead of doing live streams on Saturdays, potentially losing viewers. In my opinion, I think you should just post on YouTube that you're going to go live soon on Twitch so people can get the update and now go check it out. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I mean, I get it. And just like Jeff Baker saying, yeah, Twitch is mainly a gaming platform, but they've opened up in real life, a creative, a talk show, sections of it. The reason that I'm moving the reason that I want to move the live stream to Twitch is I like the streaming functions on Twitch. Like, it's not about, I'm trying to think how to say this, like the YouTube streaming platform, like right here, I don't get a lot of options on what we're gonna do. There's the chat, there's me going live, that's pretty much it. On Twitch, there's like there's polls, we can do contests, there's chat bots, we can get actual administrators instead of just moderators. We can get other people that I can send it and have somebody else do the live stream themselves. There's a lot more like functionality of the stream itself, vice streaming on YouTube. It helps. It is a lot of gamer stuff. So like Jeff Baker said, like it is mainly a gaming platform, but I like the other aspects of it, and I think the other aspects are going to start growing on it too. Like creative has people like drawing stuff, and you know a guy named the Everyday Dad doing terrible video edits every now and again.
So first up, let's cover the basic specs. We're all kind of on the same page.
Let's cover the basic specs. We're all kind of on the same page, even though nobody like says what their specs are. Oh, we're trying to deep voice this time.
The Insta361 is a
Sean Ida Studios. There is a way to do it, but I can only pay attention to one chat at a time. And it's not, if I'm not paying attention and interacting with the chat, then why are we live streaming? Like, if I'm not going to interact with the chat, there's no purpose to be live streaming. I could be doing something else. Why did I just open that up? Because I'm not paying attention. That's why. There we go, right about there. We'll take that one, pop that over there. I mean, there is a, well, with my streaming software, you can't. OBS can only stream to one key at a time. But there's a company called Restream.io that you stream to them, and then they'll take your broadcast and stream it to everywhere: Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, all the big platforms. But again, if you know, interacting with the chat is the reason to do it, because if you're not interacting with the chat, then I mean, you should have just made a video instead of live streaming. And there's no way I'd be able to keep up with more than one chat. It's just me here and the Everyday Wife on Saturdays, but and hold on, I need to save this clip, and we'll do this clip where we plug it into the iPhone. We'll come back here. Okay, bring this. And that's the clip that we will show there. Bring that back. Drop it down. Arjun Production. Do I ever use Filmora? I do not use Filmora. Ty White, do a video of your live stream setup. I've been thinking about doing another one. So I did a video on live streaming, and it just flopped. Like, and that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons I want to move a lot of my stuff over to. The reason I want to move my stuff over to Twitch is YouTube is just. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy YouTube. Hold on, we gotta find a link here real quick. I enjoy YouTube. I like, you know, most of what I do is, you know, all of my social media stuff has been because of YouTube. So I'm, you know, I am very appreciative of their platform. But once you start doing stuff on YouTube, you are stuck. Like, if you want to do other things, YouTube doesn't want you to do other things. YouTube wants you to do what made you popular in the first place. So, like, for example, if you go on my channel and you look at all the related channels, there are a bunch of drone channels, which are great guys and they're great channels. But I don't consider myself a drone channel. I consider myself a, you know, I like drones, action cameras, and gimbals. And cameras. Those are the things that I really kind of cover. But if I get, most of my popular videos are drone videos. So YouTube wants me to make drone videos. So if I want to do stuff like stream video games or stream this right now, this is the experiment right now, actually. If I want to do this stuff, will YouTube punish me for this? Because they will 100% punish me if I make a video outside of what they think I should be making. And that's frustrating a lot. That's very frustrating because I don't necessarily like that. But you get kind of stuck, and so if I make a video about... Hold on, I just took this screenshot. If I make a video about live streaming, YouTube will not recommend it to anybody, ever. And then it'll hurt the channel overall, because when you have videos that don't perform, then all of your videos don't perform. So you gotta do this like balance when you're making YouTube videos of, hey, I want to do this, but I have to make sure it's something that YouTube not approves of, but will promote for what they think my channel is. Okay, that should look pretty good. There we go. I like how that looks. Check. But yes, Jeff Baker, you should absolutely follow me on Twitch. You should absolutely follow me on Twitch. Like, instead of harassing me on Twitter. Hold on, let's see how this looks, and then I'll look back at the chat.
Android phones are compatible, however, not all are. Check the Insta360 website to make sure your Android phone is compatible first. I use my iPhone 7 Plus.
Okay, hold on, let's cut to that. Sean Knight Studios, I want to do Twitch, but I don't want to spread out my audience. Yeah, that's the thing that I'm concerned about. Am I going to spread out the audience too much? That's why I'm hedging my bets by I'm going to upload the video to YouTube afterwards. So it will still, so if you just do not want to move to Twitch, that's fine. The Everyday Dad is for everybody. It's not just for people that follow me where I say, hey, I'm over here today. So it'll still be on, everything will still be on YouTube, but for the live aspect of it, that will be potentially on Twitch. We'll see how this, like I said, this is an experiment. I'm going to see how the channel does after this thing, because normally I get like 80 viewers on a live stream. Now we're hovering between like 19 and 25, which is very low. Not bad. I mean, I probably wouldn't watch somebody just edit for a while, but it's just a chance to hang out with everybody. But we'll see. This is an experiment. If this doesn't work, I'll go back to, you know, doing what I normally do with the channel, which is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and then I'll just do all of the streaming on Twitch. Northern Mississippi, hold on. Travis McPee speaks the truth. Yeah, the balance. You just got to balance. The reason why, okay, so here's, if you're like, but there are channels that do this all the time. Like, look at iJustine, look at most of the big tech channels. They're able to make stuff on everything. Yeah, because they're early. If you can be the first one out with a topic that somebody's really interested in, yeah, well, you'll get views because there's a huge pie that everybody wants, and everybody gets a huge slice. And then the more people actually get a hold of stuff, the less of the pie there is for everybody. So if you can get to be a big enough channel that people send you exciting stuff first, well, then you're good. But I'm not there yet, so we have to play the YouTube game a little bit. Hold on. Let's go up here. Northern Minnesota Yak, and I've watched a bunch of your videos, but I haven't seen anything about 360 videos. I have made 2 videos about 360 cameras. I made a reviewing the cheapest on the first generation Samsung Gear 360, which I didn't really like. And then I made a video on the GoPro Fusion, which I also didn't like. I don't really like I don't really like 360 cameras that much. The whole reason I'm considering a 360 camera is to be able to not use it like a 360 camera, is to be able to use it like a 1080p, like a regular camera, but I can pick where I want it to be in post. That's what I'm looking for. Jeremiah McIntosh, I don't know what Twitch is. I'll have to check it out. You can monetize there, but you have to be a partner. You can be a partner or an affiliate or a partner, and you get the same kind of like ad revenue as you can on YouTube. People can cheer for you. You can, I think, when you become a partner or when you become an affiliate, people can subscribe to you. But what's nice is if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch Prime membership, and you can subscribe to people for free, which is another good thing. You should absolutely check it out. I'm TED Tech on there. Old Gen Kingdom, is the research time you take to find expensive stuff long or not very? Depends. Sometimes there's like obvious stuff that I want for reviewing the cheapest, like Telos, the cheapest drone. What was another reviewing the cheapest? Action cameras I generally find the cheapest of. If I don't know what I'm looking for reviewing the cheapest, I go to Amazon and I'm like, oh, this vlogging camera, and then I look for the cheapest. But like I said at the live stream on Saturday, I forget. What did I say? Oh yeah, I'm gonna start trying to find like cheapest stuff that's garbage but ranked really high, so I can like warn people, hey, this is a good price, but don't buy it because it's garbage. It's garbage. What's up, 51 Drones? What's up, man? You should absolutely, if you have not subscribed to 51 Drones channel, you should go do that right now too, because he's got a fantastic channel. He's one of those guys I was talking about that's on that related side of the back. Yeah, I don't like 360 cameras at all. Yep. Yeah, Jeff Baker, you can... Well, not yet. I'm not an affiliate yet. If you go follow me, maybe I'll be an affiliate, and then you could subscribe for free. Well, Nico Siren, the thing that, like I was saying, I don't necessarily like them for the 360. I like that... So, for example, this one, if we ever get to the editing part of it, it does a 360 video, but in post, you can just choose where you want it to be. So, it's a 1080p image that you control later, and that's what I'm intrigued about. That's what I'm super intrigued about. Cheap and cheapest indicate quality. Inexpensive sounds better. Yeah, but I think there's already like... The reason I say cheapest is because everybody already has like the other names. So you're trying to be a little original.
Check the Insta360 website to make sure your Android phone is compatible first. I use my iPhone 7 Plus.
I use my iPhone 7 Plus for the making of this video. Because I currently have a... I also got to sell one of my phones if I'm keeping this A7 III. There's a lot of stuff that's got to, like... We got to make room for this camera, guys. Like, I want it real bad. If you saw iPhondo released a video today of something totally different, like aperture lights or something, but he filmed it on the A7 III, oh, I was going to cancel my pre-order today. Then I saw that video. That footage looks so good. So good, man. Looks so good. What's up, Nick Patton from Tasmania, Australia? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, reviewing the inexpensive sounds silly. Jeff Baker wants the red iPhone. That's the one that I'm not allowed to show you right now because you keep harassing me on Twitter. It's one that I can't show you right now. Okay, hold on. So what are we about? We're about to say something. I have a feeling I'm not going to finish editing this tonight, but that's totally fine. I'm totally okay with this not getting completely edited tonight.
It has an f2.2 aperture.
f2.2 aperture and...
It has a photo resolution of 24 megapixels.
24 megapixels, f2.2 aperture is what this thing is going to say. So bring this... And this is one of the reasons I have yet to actually consider moving to... Consider moving to like Adobe Premiere, because you don't have M callouts on Adobe Premiere. This is a straight up Final Cut Pro thing, and I know you can do stuff with After Effects, but I'm not an After Effects guy. So we'll do f2.2 aperture. Well, we're not gonna spell that because we're gonna spell it wrong, and then people are gonna make fun of me. So we'll do 24 megapixel, and then we'll do f2.2 down here. f2.2. What else are we gonna say?
24 megapixels, and it has a video resolution of 4.
We're gonna cut there because you can start to see the tape in the background. Cut that. Okay, so we gotta set this to track. Is it in the right spot? Track. Go. Jeff Baker, I'm assuming that I have to sign up on Twitch. Yeah, you just go to twitch.tv/TEDTech. And yeah, you just create an account. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. Travis McP, this is Final Cut Pro X. 51 drones. I've seen, I have seen that there are callouts for it, but they're not like motion call. Why is it? It's in the wrong spot. Hold on, stop. I don't want you there. I want you there. They do have callouts, but I like these motion callouts. If I have to go to Final, or if I have to go to Adobe Premiere, I will probably. I mean, I'm gonna go to Adobe Premiere, I guess, because I'm gonna sell the MacBook. I'm gonna sell either the iPhone or the S9. I'm not sure yet, because I like them for different reasons. What else? There's like a bunch of garbage I don't use anymore that I'm gonna sell. That's just the. It's not like, oh, everyday dad's like living on bread and water. No, it's just like I said, the finances, the channel finances. We gotta like get stuff going in it again, because I would still love to hire an editor, and but I want that A7 III so bad, so bad. I wasn't even gonna get one, and then I have a. As we were talking on the live stream on Twitch last night, when I was getting murdered by giant fish aliens, I'm playing Subnautica if you've never heard of it. Something that I mentioned was I totally just lost what I was saying. Oh yeah, so I have an obsessive personality. I don't know if you guys know that about me, but once I get something in my brain, I like can't let it go. And then I got it in my head. Well, hey, everyday dad, you need the A7 III. And then the other side of my brain was like, Gary, you don't need the A7 III. And then the other side was like, you need the A7 III. And then before I knew it, I pre-ordered the A7 III. I called over to BH Photo. I was like, hey, if I order the A7 III, will I get it by the time that it comes in? Like, by the time the release date? Is like, well, maybe you'll get it by the release date if you order it today. And I was like, well, shoot. And then today I woke up and I was like, maybe I shouldn't get it. And then apparently I'm just full of it. And because I then did not cancel it, I still have it. So we had to do some stuff to make it.
And it has a video resolution of 4K at 30 frames per second.
I don't know if I believe you at that.
Video resolution of 4.
Everyday dad, I think you're full of it. But I think the 4K is only when it's plugged into the iPhone. So if you have it plugged into an iPhone, you can do 4K. But if you have it by itself, I think it limits itself at 1080 or at 720p. So let's stop. Okay, you go up here, you go up here. So we'll say 4K, and we'll say 4K, but we'll mention it later. 4K video, not video, video. And what else am I saying?
4K at 30 frames per second.
Ooh, look at the face I made right there. I'm like, I don't know about that.
It has a video resolution of up.
Ooh, that's when I'm getting ready to call myself out, and then my video already does it. Hooray! I don't have to like call myself out because my video already did.
It has a video resolution of up.
Ooh, what was that? Why did that do something weird?
It has a video resolution.
Hold on. What is? This is what stinks when you're trying to edit and you have a really not a very powerful.
It has a video resolution.
I don't like what that little sound was down there. Hold on. Once we set this thing to track, and I'll look back over at the chat, but we gotta like.
It has a video.
Okay, we're smacking our lips there. That's gross. Let's cut that out. Okay, now how does it sound?
Of 24 megapixels. It has a video resolution
Oh, I don't like what is going. Frames were dropped. That yeah, I get it. There's something going on in this spot right here. Maybe it's this thing. Let's cut this thing. Or is it far enough away that it's not going to cut there? It's going to cut somewhere else. Yeah, it's going to cut somewhere else. So we're just going to have to live with that, even though we don't like it.
It has a video resolution of up to.
Okay. 4K right here. 4K video. It is $299 asking price.
It has a video resolution of.
There we go. Okay, come back. And then tracking to the chat. Is it going? It's going good. Ken would be a great editor. Yeah, I probably would be a great one. He's going to be on the live stream next Saturday. I'm pretty excited about that. I need to figure out some other people to ask out on the live stream too. I think I'm going to reach out to 51 Drones, see if he'll come on. There's another few channels. There's a technology channel in Columbus, Ohio that I really like called Technically Speaking. I'm going to see if those guys want to come on. Yo boy, what's up? Kevin Nichols, you might have already said this, but where do you find those graphics that you're putting on the product? It's called M Callouts. If you go to M Transitions or something is the website, I think. They're not free. You do have to pay for them. But it's very easy when you want to do, like, I like doing specs with that because specs are, like, the most boring part of a video. But if you can make it visually interesting, at least it does something cool then. I like getting the specs out of the way, but it's the most boring part of the video. And it's not centered. I'm not like a perfectionist, but that drives me nuts. Okay, that looks centered right there. Yo boy, I did on Final Cut Pro X. What's up, Awkward Bob? 51 drones gotta go. Hey, good. You don't let your butt get kicked by that kid. Don't let your butt get kicked by that kid. What do we got? What do we got going on here? Okay, the tracking should be done here pretty soon. I think we'll just we'll limit this to an hour, or this video is never going to get edited. I'm enjoying talking to you guys too much, so we'll do another 10 minutes of editing. If you guys have any final questions or not, I'll try to answer them here. And then again, this is an experiment, so if this experiment does not go well, all of my streaming will be on Twitch. So again, if you, here, I'll type it in here in case nobody knows. Twitch. Nope, not Twith. Twitch.tv/TEDTech. If you want to make sure that you can follow along on live streams, or especially the ones after we do the video. So tomorrow after the video comes out at 8 p.m. we'll do another we'll do another hangout where we just kind of have fun, talk about fun stuff, and watch me be terrible at video games and get murdered by alien fish guys while I break my submarine by running it into a wall on accident. Whoa, did I say that out loud? What's up, Thomas? Thomas knows all about me running into walls with my submarine. He, it doesn't reach it. Yeah, Thomas knows all about me getting,
It has a video resolution of 30. It has a.
Okay, stop, Ted.
I'm not sure that we're.
There, we'll cut to this. Bring that back over here.
Or more technically known as consumer 4K. I'm not sure that we're at that level, but we'll find out.
We're not at that level. I realized afterwards it only does 720p when it's not plugged into an iPhone. When we talk about the video, we'll make a note of that. We'll make a note of that. Travis McP, when I move, do I have a bank of content you plan on releasing? My guess it would be difficult to release during a move. I don't actually know how I'm going to deal with that yet. I move mid-June or mid-May, I think is when we'll move. So I have a couple weeks to think about it. It'll probably end up being a lot of live streaming on Twitch or something, because what am I going to do about the YouTube channel? I don't know yet. Maybe it'll be a lot more live streaming on YouTube or something. I don't know. Maybe like vlog type live streams, because you can do live stream from everywhere now. But no, that's a good question and something I should probably tackle, but since I'm gonna avoid it and just keep editing. But that's a good question. Nico Siran, do I play Fortnite? I've played Fortnite a few times. I'm terrible at it. Thomas knows. Thomas knows. Thomas knows how terrible my video game habits are. I played PUBG Mobile, and my first time playing it, I got a winner chicken dinner, which is pretty impressive because nobody knew what they were doing, so it made it really easy. It made it really easy because nobody had any idea what they were doing, so I just ended up being the guy that figured out how to shoot first.
It supports UHS-1. It supports, and it has a built-in internal ADA.
Hold on, let's bring you over here. Let's get rid of that. Let's cut, snip, 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 delete, delete.
Here in a little bit. It supports UHS-1 SD cards with a max storage capacity of 100.
Document the move on YouTube. Yeah, we'll try that. I did absolutely hide my phone, Jeff Baker. Chris Roy used Final Cut Pro X. Jerry Brown, you need to have your microphone pointed at your mouth, not pointed down away from your mouth to get the best audio. So what I'm trying to do is, since the thing I use, the capture card, doesn't capture audio, I have this pointed towards the computer so you can hear me talk and you can hear the video audio from the computer. It's the only way I can get both to happen right now. Yeah, I try to play Fortnite. Marshall Brandon, love to see some vlogs for you. Your content is really great. They'd be great. I don't know. I vlogged for 46 days straight once, and it was awful. I ended up hating it. I liked it at first because, like, man, this is kind of cool. But then when you're spending 3 hours a day editing, your just brain, like, shuts down. Your brain is just like, I can't deal with this anymore. Yeah, 46 days straight. It was awful. I would never do it again. And, yeah, Jeff Baker points out, so this is not a... So the Everyday Wife's microphone's over here, and it's a, it's not a, it's like a directional microphone, so you speak like towards the top. This is a condenser microphone where it comes out like this, but if you talk into it, you'll see like, talk into it like this, well, I also have a thing over top of a pop filter over it to stop the P's and the does and to try to keep it from going, can't. Can't is the big one. I found out before I had this pop filter on, can't was the big thing that I had trouble saying.
Here in a little bit. It supports UHS-1 SD cards with a max storage capacity of 120 gigabytes, and it has a built.
Nope, we can delete that.
And it has a built-in internal 820 milliamp hour battery. Now for stabilization.
The built-in battery, 800 milliamps. That's like nothing. This camera does not have a great battery life.
Now for stabilization, it does have built-in 6-axis gyroscopic.
So they say, hold on, let's pull up we'll do our first clip of the, where is it? That's that, but let's do like like this right here. So let's pull this down here for that.
Our battery. Now for stabilization, it does have built-in 6-axis.
I mean, the stabilization is pretty darn good. I can't.
One of the main reasons another reason that Insta360.
I can't really fault this. The stabilization is actually pretty impressive, which means I'm gonna love this. I just wish the video call. I wish it did 1080p when it's not plugged into the phone.
Now for stabilization, it does have built-in 6-axis gyroscopic stabilization, which another reason that Insta360 sent me this camera was they just had a major update on March.
They did just have a major update. Mike Smith, I got 20th once because I had, yeah, that's what I have to do, basically. I tried building a wall once, it got shot through, I'm just terrible at it. Travis and P, I did 2 videos in one day and I'm taking days off. I don't know how you did that. So if I got like big stuff up, so like when the Mavic Air came out, I made 4 videos in 2 days. Yeah, 4 videos in 2 days, just trying to get the videos out, and that like crushed me too. Yeah, I take time off when I can. I am in a place in my job where I can take I can ask my boss like 2 weeks in advance, like, hey, can I just take this day off? And I have to get all of this stuff like approved by my boss and people for me to be able to do this. So they understand, and it's generally never like a, oh crap, I gotta leave now to do this. So it ends up working out okay. The Gore family, when did your channel start taking off? When you picked up drone videos? Well, as of right now, the channel's like flatlining. It's kind of frustrating. Yeah, so it just, as long as you start putting out, the channel started taking off. Actually, I was very fortunate. So my second video I ever did got 10,000 views because it was on a 3D printer that was crazy popular in the 3D printer community, but nobody really made a lot of videos about it. So it got 10,000 views, and I got like 50 subscribers in my first couple of weeks just off of that. And then I was able to make a few other like just lucky videos, got a couple thousand of views, and that got me some momentum so I had a little bit of momentum going. And then when the DJI Spark came out, I released, which is still my most popular video, a video got 250,000 views about the obstacle avoidance on it, and that's when the channel started doing well. So you just kind of like, but then you get stuck in that rut of, well, YouTube says I got to make drone videos to be popular, or I got to make drone videos for my videos to get related or suggested videos on, which is frustrating because I want to make videos on other stuff, just all sorts of tech gear, and you know it's frustrating. Marshall Brandon, yeah, the stabilization is pretty good because this is mounted straight on the bike. It's not in a gimbal, it's not in anything. It is just straight on the bike, and it's not, I wouldn't say it's amazing, but it's pretty good. Mike Smith, I should add a star transition to your video. Yeah, something crazy. Awkward Bob, I-O. Yeah, most people found me because of the Spark videos. I made the transition really well from Spark to normal tech. Well, see, that's where I'm flatlining because I haven't been making as many drone videos as I used to. So the growth in the channel is not growing. It's like staying right in one spot, which is frustrating. What's up, Queen Awesome Gaming? Mike Smith, subscriber for me. Make 3-minute videos reviewing cheap stuff on Amazon. I make like 10-minute videos reviewing cheap stuff on Amazon. The Gore family, 77 subs. You just got to keep trying. You just got to keep going. It will it just takes, like, this took me a year, and I started January of 2017, and it took me 6 months to get my first 1,000 subs. And then we did the Mavic Air was really good to this channel. In December we had 5,000. And we're getting ready to close in on 20,000. What? I think we'll get 20,000 probably by June. Maybe June we'll get 20,000. I'd like to get 50,000 this year. I don't think we'll hit that anymore. We've slowed way down since I made that prediction in December. So we'll just figure it out. I do this for fun. This is just a hobby of mine. This is just a hobby of mine that I like that it pays for itself. And I like sharing stuff with everybody. And I just like hanging out with everybody. It's really awesome. It's really awesome. Thomas Gertis, the Gore family. We do have some videos that have got decent views, but subs isn't following. It's just, you gotta, like, how many videos do you guys have? I found it took me, like I said, I had to have a really deep pool of videos before it really started clicking. Thomas Gertis, I never thought I would say this, but the bed adhesion on that beast is so insane. Parts just don't want to come off. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Do I have my unboxing knife over here? No. It's a floor tile scraper, and that's what I had to use on my first 3D printing video. Marshall Brandon, took me 1 year to get 100. Well, you got 100. So if you guys and we'll stop the stream here in just a minute because we're past an hour, and I've only gotten 2 minutes into this video, and it's almost bedtime for me because I'm getting old. But think about this. So there's 100. Have you ever like stood up and talked in front of 100 people? That's a lot of people. I would recommend following a guy named Gary Vaynerchuk, and he talks about having depth, not necessarily width. So you got me on a soapbox here, and this is what you got me on a soapbox. So this is what we will close out on here. Can I switch over to like my here? I'm just gonna make me really big so you can see what I'm talking about. Really big, Ted. Hold on. Really? Nope. We just screwed it up. Really big, Ted. Okay, here we go. So Ted's on a soapbox here. So think about it this way. So you want to have depth, not necessarily width. So what I'm doing right now is I'm hanging out with you guys. We're having a good time. I enjoy what I'm doing right now. And hopefully it's building like cohesion between the community, because we've got a really great, the community here is fantastic. And if you only go for width, you do things like you don't treat your community as good. And people that you treat well will always come back and watch. And I've had more great conversations, even though our channel's smaller, and I feel like we have a stronger community here than other tech channels out there that have way bigger followings than we do. But it's just awesome. So you want to aim, like I said, depth, not width. And check out Gary Vaynerchuk. He does a lot of stuff that I don't necessarily agree with, in the community around him, I don't necessarily agree with them either. I think, yes, we should all work very hard, and entrepreneurs and all that stuff, but some of them have this whole, like, if you sleep, you're weak. If you're not 100% grinding your nose into if you're not grinding your face into the dirt, and you're not, like, eating bread and water, you're never going to survive. And maybe you won't, but you got to have, like, you know, all work and no play will make you a very dull person, or you'll just burn out and not do it anyways. You got to be able to find a work-life balance of YouTube. And I don't know how I wouldn't know how I got to that point, or how we got to, like, going from editing videos to talking about, like, the everyday dad's, like, thoughts on life. But there you go. You got it. That's what you get out of the live streams here. But yeah, if you have a small channel, you gotta keep doing. You gotta find something sustainable that you enjoy talking about, or you will not do it, because it doesn't matter how many, like, the channel growth will never, YouTube doesn't want anybody to really explode overnight unless you have something unique that nobody has ever seen before. And those are very rare. The big ones that nobody's ever seen before, you get guys like Peter McKinnon that have their thing that they can show you how to run an Instagram account. They can show you how to do really great editing and stuff like that, and they will explode because there's a market out there for that. But if you're just a guy that likes tech, there's a million guys out there that like tech. So you just got to keep going. Keep going. It will eventually happen. You just got to, especially when you're a vlog channel, that is all about connections with people. So that is 100% about getting depths and people just enjoying seeing what you guys are up to. You don't need video quality that, like, I think Casey Neistat, I love his channel mostly, but I think he's kind of like made it hard for people to say, like, people see what a Casey Neistat, what a Peter McKinnon can do, and they're like, oh, if I can't do like all this fancy stuff, my vlog's gonna be terrible. My vlog's gonna suck because I don't have all this. I don't have a $5,000 Canon 1DX Mark II. I don't have a $4,000 camera. I don't have all this stuff. I don't have all this skill. I haven't been a professional. I haven't made HBO shows. I haven't been a, wedding videographer. And you don't need to do any of that to have a successful YouTube channel, especially a vlog channel. People want to connect with a vlog channel. So there's actually a really good one. Let me find you a good vlog channel that, and I'm not even saying that his production quality is not great, but let me. He's kind of blown up here recently too. When I started following him, he had like 1,000 subscribers, and I think he's at 30-some thousand. What's his name? He just changed the name of his channel recently though. Let me see if I can find it. But he's got a really good one too, and the production quality is just him walking around with the camera. But once you're able to get people to connect with you, where is it? Show more. Oh, come on, just let me scroll, Mac. Let me scroll, MacBook. No, darn it. Subscriptions. It's not technically 51. Casey Neistat, Cliff Turrow's Craft Show, Daryl Eves. If you see any of these, you should absolutely subscribe to it because all these channels are fantastic. There's Get Out the House, Go Fish. Get Out the House, Go Fish. You're 1,200 subscribers. Congratulations, man. Where is this guy's channel? Kevin Chapman. That's it. You should 100. If you're trying to grow a vlog channel, you should 100% check this guy out. He doesn't have, like I said, he doesn't have like the best production value, but he's got something where he's able to create a connection between him and his community, and they come and they watch his videos. Like, let's see, what did he release? Like today, so like 9 hours ago, 3.8 thousand views. Which is, more than my videos get in the first 9 hours. So you should 100% check his stuff out if you want to grow a vlog channel. He's who I kind of direct everybody to when I hear somebody about a vlog channel. Okay, we're going to get off right now because I'm going to finish editing this video. But I had a great time. Hope you guys had a great time. Again, if you want to follow more of the live streams, like tomorrow after the video comes out at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, we will be live on Twitch, Twitch/TED Tech. Do you have Jeff Baker? Do you have a channel? I haven't seen your channel. I would absolutely subscribe. Jeff Baker. Subscribe Jeff Baker and click the bell notification icon. Boom. Right there. You got it. All right, guys. Have a great night. Thanks for coming, and we'll see how this experiment went. So if you saw this, you saw it because this video is not going to be on the channel. So have a great evening, and you should definitely watch the video tomorrow. Have a great night. Stop streaming.